Hello, this is Lee Ji-hyun from Jian's K Warehouse. Well, when you're thinking about Korea, what comes up to you first? K-pop, BTS, of course, and those yummy Korean food, right? But it's also very difficult to not talk about kimchi when it comes to Korean food. But I'm sure you have enjoyed eating Korean food at the Korean restaurant, but was kind of, hesitating to eat at home. Why? Yes, even for many Koreans, it can be a headache because our refrigerator can turn into a giant kimchi storage. It smells like kimchi, not for just a couple of days, but rather for a while. Kimchi and garlic stings and all the rest of other vegetables or food, even chocolates or cakes, kind of taste like kimchi once you are putting them in together and store them in the fridge. But thankfully, we have canned kimchi now. It's from Mother Kim's brand. Well, I've known for CEO for a while, so I know how amazing this product is. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a while. Even for me, it's very difficult to put them in my refrigerator, and store them, as I just said, because I don't want my fridge to smell like kimchi a few days later. And also, there is a certain time that you have to actually finish them because kimchi is a fermented napa cabbage. It's a vegetables. And because it's a fermented food, it's been, recognized by all across the world for the healthy, well-being food. But, you gotta find that right timing to finish them all. But unless you're a very professional kimchi eater or, chef, it's very difficult and challenging even for many Koreans like myself. Also, I don't want to cut them into pieces. I don't want to ruin my beautiful nails turning into smells like kimchi too. So, canned kimchi, it's a perfect for not only foreigners, but for the Korean ladies like me, or all Koreans. Okay, then canned kimchi sounds pretty cool. Then why Mother Kim's kimchi? Because it's quite tasty and basically you can cook almost 90% of Korean food with these three different flavors. You can either, make kimchi fried rice or jjigae, those famous stews, or kimchi 부침개 or kimchi chan. Just talking about it makes my mouth watery. There are three different flavors of Mother Kim's canned kimchi. Designs are pretty high quality too, right? With the canned designs, not too radish because you gotta have to put this in the shell. You want it to be a little bit looking, stylish, don't you think? Okay, and also it's three different flavors are there. And first one that we'd like to go over right now is this one. It's the sliced regular kimchi that we usually eat it as a side dish. And it's a canned type. Expiration days is on the top of the can, as you can see. So you just have that holder and open it. And ta-da! It's sliced kimchi, so we don't have to cut them with a little bit of those kimchi, what do you call the kimchi soup, maybe? And it doesn't smell too much of garlic, which I like very much about. Because once we are traveling in other parts of the country, oh my god, oh, I want to eat this so bad. Once you open it, it could smell like, oh, somebody's kimchi. Oh, the table is having a garlic party or something. Oh, Asians. We don't want those comments and we don't want those embarrassments. So CEO was very smart enough that many would actually take other to the overseas. So she did put garlic, but not too much. Not too much. And 160 gram of the can is filled with carefully selected local produced ingredients Oh my goodness. Mm? And you hear those chewiness? They can maintain this chewiness up to 3 years on the shelf. Amazing technology, which we will talk about in a while. I just need a rice with a seaweed so that I can have my meal. It's very tasty. You know, it's very difficult for canned kimchi to have a great taste, but she had a collaboration with the kimchi master, which took a while for her to find those masters. And they worked together to, to find the right temperatures to preserve the kimchi, because it's a fermenting vegetables, as we talked about. And she did it, and it's amazingly good. And you don't have to cut them into pieces with your knife. Your hands, your fingernails won't stink at all. Taste is amazing thanks to those master and mother Kim. It's great. But remember, once you open the can, you can keep it ASAP. You have to keep it in the refrigerator and finish it ASAP. But I have no doubt that you can finish within a day. It's quite tasty. Okay, so this is the regular flavor of, kimchi that you can enjoy with any meals that you might have. Right? Easy and convenient ways to keep it. Even for many Koreans, we can go to camping, fishing, take it with you. It is convenient ways to keep them. And let's now move on to the second flavor. And now there is scallion oil fried green onion oil. Green onion oil is a big hit here in Korea these days. And they fried that, regular kimchi with the scallion oil. So it made it a little bit more, seasoned. I like this one better. I mean, the regular one was great enough. So imagine how amazingly tasty this one is. You can make all kinds of stew with this. You can make kimchi jjigae, or you can make, 부대찌개 army stew, or kimchi tofu stew, or even you can make kimchi stirred fried rice. Anything is fine for you. So we don't have to go to Korean restaurants anymore, but simply you can just cook it at home, and without turning your fridge, smells like kimchi anymore. It's a can type too. Your expiration date is on the top. For most of the time, you can keep it up to 3 years. Even though I have, stones on my nail. No problem. I can still open it up. Smells, even though you know about kimchi, they smell. That's what it makes so great about kimchi. But sometimes it can get too much, but not this one. Da 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 da. Oh, well, because it's been stir fried with a scallion oil. If you compare to the regular kimchi I just have showed you, it's a little bit more oily. But that's what it makes so yummy and great. Everything tastes better once you fry them, right? So scallion oil, they fry with them because scallion oil is a big heat in Korea. And we, when we fry egg, we use scallion oils too. But, enough of talking. Let me try this too. So they have cut them into pieces too. Thank you so much. And you're making a kimchi fried rice with this. You're making all sorts of stew. You don't have to add any more, any extra spices or seasoning. Oh, because they season the kimchi for us already. Without losing this chewiness. Amazing. Why am I so, flattered about this canned kimchi? Is because when it comes to kimchi, you have to have those right timing, to to make the kimchi most of it. You gotta pick the right time every year to enjoy it. But thankfully, we can enjoy this great taste and quality all year around for up to 3 years. I want to make a kimchi stir-fried rice right now. So good. With a bit of ham or maybe tuna or onions. No need to put any extra seasoned spice in it. Perfect. Easy, the most convenient way to enjoy this mother kimchi and kimchi. It's so great. Okay, just one more. Oh, it's really yummy. It's a little bit sweeter than the regular one too. Great. I feel like I can finish them all. I just need a bowl of rice and I'm good to go. Okay. Kimchi stir-fried rice, any jjigae, any stews are a perfect combination with this scallion oil-fried kimchi. And let's now shift gears to our last but not least, multi-purpose kimchi. Okay, now we're done with the multi-purpose kimchi here. What you can do with the multi-purpose kimchi, take a guess. What kind of Korean dishes that made with kimchi have we missed so far? While you're thinking, I am going to open the can once again to show you. If you're traveling to other parts of the world, maybe Europe to Europe, you can put it in your suitcase. So easy. You can put it in the suitcase and, it doesn't take that much of space. It doesn't weigh a lot. Most importantly, it won't explode or it won't drool on your package. Oh, that's the last thing we want to imagine, right? But rather, they're just going to be, kept in this lovely can. We're also going to talk about the can and whole process shortly too. This one is a little bit more sliced compared to the other previous kimchi that I showed you. This is a little bit more sliced so that you can make kimchi 부침개, kimchi 전 or kimchi pancake rather. So, even little kids can enjoy it because this slices are a lot, smaller compared to the others. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so this is the first kimchi that I showed you. Chewy for adults. Whereas multi-purpose kimchi is a little bit smaller. Cut them into more pieces so that little children can enjoy too. And you can put it in, stir-fried rice should be great for the multi-purpose too. Or you can put them in the pancake without, having to go through all those, having your, cutting board and your knives ready. You just need to, stir them with a bit of wheat flour and your pancake should be ready for in a few minutes. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And taste is as great as the others too. So, multi-purpose kimchi. It's a little bit more chewy. It's seasoned. I think, to be honest, for the multi-purpose kimchi, when you want to compare, the flavors and seasoning, I think it's in between of the regular kimchi and the scallion oil stir-fried kimchi, to be honest. And that's just my taste. You might have a different ideas, right? But all three of them, you're really gonna like them for sure. Okay, so now you might be wondering, tell us about the technology they have used and how can we, freshly store them up to 3 years. You want to know all those technologies. Me too. So to tell you about that, well, first of all, these three kimchis were, of course, produced and made in 100% HACCP certified facilities And I've known for CEO for a while now, for a couple to 3 years now. And she aims for a well-being and wellness and people's health. So there's no way that she's gonna mess with her products that I know for sure personally. And she also, carefully selected locally produced fresh ingredients within the nation. So they're 100% Korean made products for you. And they have used a vacuum seaming sterilization process, which is a normal process line for canned food and food packaging lines, so that we can enjoy the good quality of Korean kimchi up to 3 years. But once you open it, you gotta put it in the fridge. Your expiration date is on the top, but will be finished within a day. I can tell you for sure. Now it's your turn to have your dining room turning into a Korean fancy restaurant. Within a few minutes, you will be able to have a very yummy and delicious Korean food, in your kitchen with your families and your friends. So, if you're interested in Mother Kim's, be sure to find this address for us. Thank you and enjoy Korean Mother Kim's kimchi.